Fred and Edwina Rogers were an elderly couple in their 80s, living quietly in a modest home at 1815 Driscoll Street in Houston. They mostly kept to themselves. Their grown son, Charles, also lived with them, but no one ever saw him. Neighbors claimed he was reclusive, speaking only through notes slipped under doors and rarely, if ever, seen leaving the house. When relatives didn't hear from the Rogers over the Father's Day weekend of 1965, they grew concerned and contacted police to perform a welfare check. When officers arrived on June 23rd, the house seemed empty. It was locked from the inside. But as they walked through the home, they noticed food sitting undisturbed on the table and newspapers piled up. Then they opened the refrigerator. Inside were what looked like piles of cut-up meat wrapped neatly in butcher paper. But something felt wrong. In the vegetable crisper drawer, they made the horrifying discovery. 2 severed human heads, those of Fred and Edwina Rogers. Their torsos had been dismembered and stacked in the fridge. Blood had been cleaned from the kitchen meticulously, but forensic experts later found splatters behind appliances and on the ceiling. Autopsies revealed Fred had been beaten to death with a hammer, his eyes gouged out, while Edwina had been bludgeoned and then shot execution-style in the head. Both were dismembered with surgical precision, suggesting some anatomical knowledge. Police were stunned by the calm, calculated nature of the crime. It had taken hours, maybe days, to clean and prepare the scene. Yet no one had seen or heard anything unusual. The only person unaccounted for? Charles Rogers, their son. Charles was nowhere to be found. His room, located in the attic, was nearly empty except for a typewriter and stacks of books. Police noticed something odd: maps and books on navigation, survival, and even conspiracy theories. The back door had been propped open from the inside, suggesting Charles had fled through a hidden exit. A search was launched, but he had vanished without a trace. Neighbors were shocked to learn he had even lived there for years. Most thought the couple lived alone. Theories began to swirl. Charles had once been a pilot and World War II Navy veteran, fluent in multiple languages. He earned a degree in nuclear physics and had worked for Shell Oil as a seismologist. But he abruptly quit his job in the late 50s and became a recluse, communicating only by written notes to his parents, even while living in the same house. Investigators believed he may have snapped after years of tension with his controlling parents, possibly over money or property disputes. They also found signs he had prepared to disappear. Charles had studied survivalist tactics, purchased gear, and possibly planned his escape for years. Despite a nationwide manhunt, Charles Rogers was never found. In 1975, he was declared legally dead in absentia, though many believe he fled to South America. A book released in 1992, The Man on the Grassy Knoll, speculated that Charles had not only killed his parents, but had also been involved in the JFK assassination as a CIA operative. Though widely dismissed, the theory added mystique to an already eerie case. To this day, the Icebox murders remain one of Texas's most haunting, unsolved crimes.